How are we doing? Hello, hello, hello. We are on, we are live, and we are in color. If you're new here, my name is Cho, and we go live every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we just talk about whatever we want to talk about. We just have a good time, we chit chat, we get to know each other, we have fun. They're essentially just ask me anything streams. So if you are new here, definitely give me a follow, give me a subscribe, and give me a like. Um, anyway, what's new? What's going on? I like to always start off with a little bit of positivity. What happened today that was so great in your life? Tell me something awesome that happened. I'd love to know. We've got the chat up. We're getting the chat up. Hey Drake. Hey Leah Bobia. Hey Slicer. Everyone's on time. Everyone's on time. Everyone's early. My voice is relaxed because I've had such a relaxing day, to be honest. I'm in my vlog voice. If you watch my vlogs, you will be very familiar with this voice because this is my very normal voice. When I'm not live, it's my very normal voice. I'm at such a peaceful place in my life today. Um, I can't talk about everything that happened in the last 24 hours, but I had a pretty traumatic event between the hours of 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. after I ended my stream. I actually got a call from a friend that was in duress. I'll leave it at that. So that was a bit much, but you gotta be there for your friends, right? Okay. You scammed the scammer at the mall? Listen, I gotta get my tea ready before we get into any discussion tonight. I gotta get my tea ready. I'm opening up day number 6 of my advent calendar from NeoTeas. Use code CHO15 to get 15% off. Get your orders in ASAP. Get your orders in ASAP because you want to... I broke the mother effing candy cane. And you know what? I hate that. Anyway. So today's... Oh, it's another gyokuro. So this is a gyokuro karigane. Karigane? Karigane. Gyokuro karigane. And the poem of the day is a combination of leaf and stem. For evening drinks, this tea is a gem. I love it so much. Like, I actually love it so much. Day 6, Gyokuro Karigane. I love it so much. I'm super excited. Now, for those that have been paying attention, the Gyokuro variety of green tea is actually my favorite right now that I've tried. So I'm really looking forward to this. And hopefully this gets me in a good mood to talk politics with you guys tonight. Oh my God. Jesus. If I cut myself, pray for me. Oh, that was clean. I'm good with the knife. That was clean. Very clean. Very clean cut. Okay. So this is the Gyokuro Karigane. We're gonna get our French press because I like to make tea in my French press. Oh, this is interesting. So it really is stemmy. It is really stemmy. Like legit stems. Interesting. So if you guys don't know, Gyokuro is like one of the most expensive varieties of green tea that is cultivated in Japan. The reason for this is because it is shaded the longest amount of time, I believe. Don't quote me. I think that's accurate. But it just requires the most amount of work. And so that's what makes it somewhat of an expensive variety. But again, you can get 15% off of any NeoTeas product. Okay. I just... I love tea so much. You guys don't really understand how much I love tea. I love it. So look at that. It is a very stemmy green tea. 100%. So we're gonna set that aside. We'll let that steep for a little bit. A combination of leaf and stem for evening drinks. This tea's a gem. Oh my God, get your advent calendar, y'all. Get your advent calendar. Okay. Oh, everything's fine, Leah Bobia. Everything's fine. I'm great, David. Hi, David. Hey, Drake. The chapstick is awesome. I love it. Am I MAGA? I'm not MAGA, but I voted for Trump. What is a rim job? A rim job is when you eat it from the back. Thank you, No Longer Afraid. What you sipping on tonight? I'm sipping on Gyokuro Karagane. It's a variety of green tea. We're getting the tea ready. I love a hot mug of grass. Me too. I'll read them all off before we get started. So I have opened 6. I've opened 6. And you know, if you guys are probably not big tea drinkers like me, so you're not planning to purchase the advent calendar. So I don't care about spoiling this. If you don't want to be spoiled, mute the next 30 seconds. The first one was a Gyokuro Imperial green tea chamusame. And that one was shaded leaves rolled like pine. Gyokuro makes the season divine. Number 2, I'm out of order. Oops. Wait, okay. Number 2, Fukumushi Sencha Kagoshima Murasaki. With grassy notes and a hint of dew, drink this tea to feel good as new. Number 3, the Chanoko Mountain Sencha. Grown on the side of Shizuoku's hills, this tea is the perfect fix for winter's chills. That was kind of a warm tea. The 4th one was the Sencha Hinta Karishima tea. This tea is made when 8 cultivars blend, producing a flavor you won't want to end. Love it. The one that I had earlier today was a Hojicha. This is a Shizuoka Hojicha Kawabaten. The flavor is perfected by the heat to produce a tea that can't be beat. I love it so much. And then, like I just said, the Gyokuro Karagane. A combination of leaf and stem for evening drinks. This tea's a gem. That's just... NeoTeas is just the best. It's just the best. Okay. Hey, lovely, how are you? You're just a sleepy time drinker, but that's fine. I'm an Orange Pekoe Earl Grey fan. You know what I love? What I just tried like 3 days ago, I tried an Earl Grey sweetened with maple syrup and a little bit of half and half. I had never tried anything like that in my entire life. The bergamot, it's just like, I don't know, like, it was so good. Like, the maple syrup really elevated the flavors for me, the flavor profile. I loved it so much. The cute rhymes are everything, Leo Babio. Okay, So, what do you guys want to talk about? I mean, this is really, I mean, I always say I'm no expert in politics. I really am not. I have opinions. But I'm no expert. I'm no expert on politics, right? And so even when it comes to Trump's um administration picks, I haven't really kept in touch with the news. So I really want to have more of your thoughts on what you guys think is going on and if you're impressed. And by the way, I'm a tea bra. I'm definitely a tea bra. I'm obsessed with green tea. Rich Forever, are you into men? I'm 100% into men. Yes, love men. Preferably men with 401ks. Yeah, I'm just saying. How you doing? I love a good matcha tea latte. It's just incredible. What do you think about? Well, let's just answer. Let's just answer questions then. What do you think about Palestine? Oh, and by the way, y'all, I'm gonna get this little disclaimer out the way, and this may be disappointing, but I'm going to try to not be unhinged tonight. I'm gonna try. Now, we are subject to me failing that effort on my part to not be unhinged. But if you watch my community note, I have been getting like 95% of my live streams have been demonetized. They've been demonetized. And so if I'm not getting super likes, which I don't, I feel weird asking for super likes. I'd rather you guys join as members in the Yapper tier because I feel like you get some value in return. Do you know what I mean? But I'm going to try to not be unhinged tonight so that my stream's not demonetized. I'm going to try my best. That's why I've got my Gyokoro tea right here. My Gyokoro, what is it called? I haven't heard of Karagane before. That's why I've got my Gyokoro Karagane right here. It is hopefully going to keep me calm, cool, and collected. But we'll see. Okay. So again, I really implore you guys, if you want my streams to be, uncensored the way I usually am, then please subscribe or join the Yapper tier and support my content financially because that's why I'm here. I'm here to make money. Okay. Anyway, let's answer some questions and we'll just talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. What do you think about Palestine? Free Palestine. I don't think much about Palestine. I'm America first. I think we should pull our money from Israel and our money from Palestine and let the animals attack each other and do with each other what they want. It's none of our business. That's my opinion. I don't believe in what Israel is doing, to that area. I don't think that at all. I think that a lot of American politicians are beholden to the Jewish lobby, and that's extremely problematic. Okay. Did I vote for Trump? Yes, I did vote for Trump. Do more tea videos? I do tea videos Moko, I do tea videos every vlog. You're not watching my vlogs. Go watch my vlogs. I talk about tea all the time. Even in the vlog that I am filming over the weekend, a big element of it is tea. So, yeah. Go watch my vlogs. You'll see all about tea. I talk about tea all the time. I'm drinking tea all the time. I drink tea several times a day. It's my favorite drink. So, yeah, I make matcha lattes on my vlog. I teach you how to make matcha lattes. I had a whole 25-minute video about matcha. So go watch my vlogs, Malcolm. Okay. What do I think about black jobs? I think black jobs are great. What do you mean, black jobs? I think black people need jobs, and I'm happy that they're getting them. Wait, why? Why am my streams demonetized? Because I say crazy stuff. I say, like, the see you next Tuesday word was my favorite word last week, and I think that, oh my God, thank you, Leah Bobia! Thank you so much for becoming a yapper. Oh my God. Leah Bobia, like, you're so iconic. Thank you so much. I love you. I love you so much. Thank you so much. Um, what's in your tea? It's just green tea. Wait, why are you being? So I'm being demonetized because I'm uncensored. I'm unhinged. I cuss a lot. I speak about, and I'll tell you, it's always the trans stuff, and it's always the Jewish stuff that gets me in the most trouble. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. It's the Jewish stuff and the trans stuff that gets me every time it gets me demonetized. 100%. I don't care though. I want to say what the F I want to say. Okay? And so yeah. Um Hey Tyler. Long time no see. Can you get a birthday shout out for your brother? No, you can't. Of course, Leah Bobia. What do you think about Project 2025 regarding the LGBTQIA? Can you not use the whole acronym? First of all, I don't think about Project 2025. I don't think about it because I don't have time to read 900 pages of a document from a fringe political think tank. I don't have the time for that, number one. Nor do I have the time to read the propaganda from the liberals who summarized Project 2025 and lied about it. Like, it's so crazy the propaganda they've put out about Project 2025. I don't think about it. It's not applicable to my life, nor would it ever be applicable to my life. Do you watch The View? Of course I don't watch The View. I've seen clips of The View. I do watch the actual social justice warrior, and he dunks on them a lot. So I do see clips of The View. That Sunny girl, she's got issues. Like, she's a very hateful person. Very hateful person. That Sunny Hochstein, she's a very hateful person. And you know what? You know why I think I've got a theory about why she's so hateful. I think she's so hateful because she's still trying to come to terms with the fact and rectify the fact that her family were slave owners, Spanish slave owners, such slave owners that they moved countries in order to avoid the abolishment of slavery. I did the research on Sunny, so I know, like, crazy. And so these are like the mental complexes people have, and then they like become hateful towards other racial groups. Like, she hates white people. Everything's racist. Everything's sexist. Everything's just so full of hatred. And like, the gag is, you're still internally repenting for the hatred that your family imbued. Wild. It's wild. So yeah, I don't watch The View, but I know enough about it to not watch it, if that makes sense. Captain Planet, he's our hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero. Oh my god, that's my jam. Captain Planet was my jam. I don't care about the environment, but I love that show so much. One of my favorites growing up. It's because you're on a liberal Jewish platform. I mean, don't remind me. God bless the IDF. The IDF is a terrorist organization. You're not unhinged. You're uncensored because you're real. I am. I am. I am. Okay, let's pour my tea before we get too deep into the comments. Look at that. So interesting. Not as vibrant green as the Sencha tea varieties that I've tried the last several days, but I like it. Interesting color. Nothing too exciting. So what I've been doing with the tea, I'll get back to comments soon, but you know, I gotta get back to my tea. What I've been doing is I've been writing comments on the envelopes to remind myself of the flavor notes. So I have comments there to kind of remind myself what I like about it, what I dislike about it. And the first gyokuro, the chamuseme, it had a nutty flavor, a full-bodied flavor profile. And so I'm interested to compare the first gyokuro to this second gyokuro. The karagane versus the chamuseme. So we're gonna see. By the way, you know what? Let's put a poll up. Am I Blasian? Am I Blasian? Because this is crazy. Why do people on Twitter think I'm Blasian? And then some of y'all think I'm Blasian. And it's like, I'm blackity black black. Have you never seen like a light-skinned black person? Like, I'm just light-skinned. Anyway, let's try this karagame. Ooh. mm. That's good. That's good. I prefer the first gyokuro, to be honest, because the first one was a little bit nuttier than this one. And I kind of like that nuttier flavor profile from the first gyokuro. This is good, though. Oh, that's good. So let me make a note before I forget. I'm so sorry. I'm like so distracted tonight, y'all. We're going to get... I'm sorry. I just want to... I would say light nutty flavor. Light nutty. Pretty astringent. Pretty astringent. A little woodsy. I'm gonna say light woodsy. Because again, it's like the first gyokuro, it wasn't like the first one was like deep. It was deep. Okay. Okay, let's focus on the stream. Sorry, y'all. The YouTube is far from perfect algorithm. Yeah, it is. Show us how you really feel. I mean, it is what it is. Alphabet Army, anti-war agenda. We love anti-war. It's called the Wi-Fi password community, y'all. T. She's the opposite of Sunny. She is. She's really terrible. Like, very terrible. Oh my God, you guys are talking a lot. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I'm like already behind. There are many brilliant women in the US, none of them are on The View. True. Does anyone know how to make YouTube quit showing me black channels? Well, probably whenever you come to a black creator, Alex, just don't watch them, because the more you watch and engage with black creators, the more the algorithm is going to suggest black creators on your platform, on your algorithm. So by engaging with me, you're doing exactly the opposite of what you're asking to do. So try not to be mentally restarted and just stop engaging with black creators on YouTube and they'll stop showing it to you. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense, Alex Tremo. Hopefully that helped. It's a terrible show, David. The tea's great. I love the tea. Gays for Hamas. Oh, I'm not for Hamas. Not those animals. Hey, YouTube 7, how are you? I never had the orange mint tea from Panera. You know what? I tried the hibiscus one from Panera like last weekend. Fantastic. I have manners? Yeah, I do have manners. You not light skin? Okay, Trell. Blagay, maybe. Maybe Blagay. We the same color. Okay, Trell. Free. You can troll. Trolling is perfectly okay. But what you won't do is you won't spam. Spamming is not free speech. You will be banned from spamming. 100%. And I'm not giving you mercy because when you entered your first chat, you were told to not spam. So you've already been warned once, right? Get ready for technocratic rule. I don't think so. I think Israel needs to chill. I don't know. I don't think Israel needs to chill. I think Israel needs to stop sucking our, you know what? Our, little teeth there. And how about you go do stuff on your own for once? Like, how about you let someone else I'm sick of bankrolling Israel. You know why I'm sick of bankrolling Israel? Because we've got a failing education system. We've got a homelessness crisis. We've got a mental health crisis. The roads. We need to fix the roads, as they always say. Our healthcare system is in shambles. There are just so many more important things to me than helping Israel to bomb children and women. That's just me, though. You might have different priorities, and that's okay. But those are my priorities. I don't know. Call me weird. Call me weird. I don't know. Hey Nathan Miller, what's going on? My robe is very comfy. I love it. How do you feel about people who are now questioning their decisions to vote for Trump? It happens every year. I mean, I don't have any feelings about that, David. It happens every single year. Anytime someone votes for a president, something as monumental as this, they're going to question whether they made the right decision or not. This is not unique to Trump, I don't think. The reason why I ask is because there are a lot of TikTok videos of people who regret voting for Trump. Well, David, I'm going to recommend that you not get a lot of news from TikTok. Like I said, there are always people who are regretting their decisions to vote for any particular candidate. The same thing happened with Biden. Same thing happened. People regretted voting for him, especially because he was, had that carrot on the stick, that whole college student loans situation. That was a carrot on the stick, and people really regretted voting for him because like, oh my God, I thought I was going to get my loans canceled, and you're still stuck with the loans. Even today, you're still stuck with the loans. The SAFE Act did not get rid of loans. It kicked the can down the road. So he never got rid of student loans. The student loans that were canceled, by the way, the student loans that were canceled were always going to be canceled. It didn't take Biden to cancel those loans. He didn't do anything special, right? So I don't know. People always have regrets when it comes to voting for people. Israel's not doing plenty by itself because if they were, they wouldn't be taking billions of dollars from the US. Come on, speak in reality. If you're going to be here in Scotland, I need you to speak facts. Speak in reality. You can't piss on us and tell us it's raining. I don't really care what Israel's doing, to be quite frank. I just don't want to supply them with my stolen tax dollars. That's all. That's it. If you want to go bomb children and women, then please just raise your own funds. I don't want my tax dollars going towards that. If the rest of the Western society wants to support that, that's fine. I don't tell people how to spend their money. I don't do that. Well, I do sometimes. I can be judgmental. But I just don't want to support that with my money. That's all. That's it. Hey AC, what's going on? Fixing our problems at home doesn't make money. War does. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. The industrial war complex is the most evil industry in the entire world, followed closely by the pharmaceutical industry. War is all about profiteering off the death of people. And the pharmaceutical industry is all about profiteering off the sickness of people. I mean, it doesn't get worse than these two industries. Come on, let's clean it up. What's your opinion on trans and trans kids? Well, I don't think there should be trans kids. Let's start there. In terms of adults, I don't really care what adults do as trans people. I don't care. I have no care. I believe in bodily autonomy for adults, all adults. So have at it. You want to snip here, snip there, that's fine. Leave the kids out of it. That's all. I have a very simple perspective there. Not complicated at all. The healthcare system is actually a lot better than what you think. It's not. It's not. Look at the costs. Look at the costs. Truth official, you're wrong. I mean, you're categorically wrong for healthcare to cost as much as it does for the average American family. Something is not well here. Something's not right here. Something's not right here. So no. Maybe relative to what it used to be, sure, but no. Elon and Vivek about to cut costs. Entrepreneurs and businessmen know how to save. I agree. I love Vivek. I voted for him in the primary, so I'm really excited to see what he's going to offer. It was a joke, Scotland. Hi, AC. How are you, AC? Hey, Jacob Ray. You will still get sent to the front line, pal. Well, hopefully, as long as you're next to me, Scotland will be fine. We'll be in the front lines together. How about that? You think I'm gonna have to be recruited? Darling, thank you for the compliment, but I'm 34 years old. Thank you for the I'm not very young, but thanks. If you need, listen, if you need recommendations for skincare products, and if you want to, look as young as I look, here are my skincare recs. There you go. Look them up. No more spending on $1 million studies like giving cocaine to fish. So much wasteful spending that it's about to stop. I cannot wait. Why are we wasting the cocaine on the fish? Good question. Questions we need answers to. Scotland, but I am right, and you are wrong. Sorry. It sucks to suck, I guess. A lot of Brits here. That's cool. Willow, you're so funny. I'm sipping on green tea. Gyokoro Karagane by Neo Teas. Go buy your Japanese green tea from Neo Teas and use code CHO15 for 15% off your entire purchase. They're having an advent calendar. I'm actually working on a campaign for them right now. If you've seen my social media on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, or YouTube, then you know that I'm promoting this campaign. And I've opened up 6 envelopes so far, and I've tried so many wonderful different varieties of tea. It's actually my first time trying their loose leaf teas. I did a huge review series where I reviewed 21 different varieties of matcha, 'cause I'm obsessed with matcha. And we were chatting in the DMs, and I thought, oh my God, like, why don't you give me, what a great idea to give me the green, like loose leaf green tea advent calendar. I get all these samples, I get to explore more of your offerings as a company, and I can just promote that to my following. And it's been so much fun. I love green tea. So for me, selfishly, it's been fun just as a consumer myself. It's been wonderful. Um, but yeah, this is the Gyokuro Karagane. A combination of leaf and stem. For evening drinks, this tea's a gem. The poems that they give you on every note, it just tickles me beyond belief. Just tickles me beyond belief. Yeah, it's very good. Um, I have a baby face. Hey, Jay Murr. Topic is about whatever you want, Jay. Welcome to the stream. You think you're right? I am right, Clan. Sorry, Clan 501, you're wrong. Sorry. Oh, you're 1992? That's awesome, Mason. Go Millennials. Green tea, yeah. What's the name? Yeah. Neo Teas. Look them up. They've got a really great collection. They have they have an amazing relationship with a lot of the farmers in Japan, and so I love it so much because they really pay homage to the farmers that are cultivating the green tea leaves. Very intricate process. I really, really respect them because they really, really respect the farmers. And so, yeah, I love it. I love it so much. And their YouTube channel is very educational. Go to Neo Teas on YouTube, Nios Teas, Teas. Phenomenal YouTube. If you're interested in the cultural and agricultural background of green tea, then it's definitely something that you want to look into. Thank you so much, Gary, for the super chat. Thank you so much. I love you a lot. I look my age. Okay, great. You like red tea? You too? Red tea is really good. Rubus tea, aka red tea. I love it. African tea. I haven't had really good rubus in a long time. You like orange zing tea? That sounds good. So the funny thing about neo teas is they tend to name the teas after the regions in Japan that they're from. So I believe, don't quote me because I haven't done the research, I just tried it today, but I believe this is from the Karagane region. So Gyokuro is the type of tea, right? And then the other name is the region. So it's a Gyokuro tea from the Karagane region of Japan, I believe. But again, I'm sponsored by NeoTeas. Go to the NeoTeas website. They'll have all the more accurate information. I just hope we can finally stop with the hateful rhetoric and maybe come together for the first time in a while. Trump is trying to build a team to drain the swamp, make life affordable again, etc. I'm looking forward to it. I think Trump has a very interesting perspective on how to clean things up. As someone that is vehemently against establishment elite politicians, I think Trump represents an opportunity to surpass those types of status quo politics. Will he be successful? I don't know. I have very little hope in politicians in general, which is why I always tell you guys to, you know, focus more on your house, not the White House. you'll be a lot more effective that way. And you guys know I always tell you this, that 95% of the things that happen to you in your life is your fault, the bad and the good. What happens in the White House is only 5% of your life. It is. I know people like to think that it's like this monumental thing that's happening in the world. It's not. Sorry, it's only 5%. You've got 95% control over the other aspects of your life. So get to work. Okay? Have you ever tried kava or kratom? I haven't. I have a good friend of mine who sells kratom, but I have never tried it myself, and I'm not really interested. I've heard some mixed reviews about it. Becca, I'll answer that question. Why is it that I'm being called a Nazi for voting for Trump? That's a little crazy, right? No, is that not hateful? Is that not hateful rhetoric? Why have I been called a coon, a raccoon, a race traitor? Like that's hateful rhetoric in my opinion. So, am I at risk of getting deported? Or are you an illegal alien? If so, then yeah. Don't break the law. The red envelopes are really different than what I'm used to. What do you mean? I don't think that NeoTease has the budget to offer, full-length calendars. And so the envelopes, I think, was like a more low-budget alternative. AC, better stock up on your tea if it's coming from out of the US. Tariffs will mark up 20%. That's not how tariffs work. So tariffs work based on industry. I would find it hard to believe if Trump taxes green tea. And the reason why is, and let me explain the strategy, because I'm against tariffs, number one. I'm a libertarian, I'm against tariffs. So I think this is really dumb. But as an open-minded person, I can understand a little bit of the perspective of why they want to, impose tariffs. Again, I disagree with it vehemently. I don't think I've been convinced yet that it's a good idea. I'm open to be convinced, but I don't think it's gonna happen. We'll see. I don't know. But the idea is if you have a healthy amount of tariffs, then Japanese companies will grow companies in the US. So, for example, there is a Toyota plant right here outside of Columbus in Marysville, Ohio. That's owned by the Japanese, right? Why they chose to build a plant in Ohio to make Toyotas, I don't know. But I think the idea is the Japanese want Americans to buy their cars. And so, in order to avoid the higher costs of production, we'll just pay some Americans to, or we'll pay Japanese, because we have a pretty high Japanese population in Marysville and in that surrounding area because of Toyota. And so that's the idea. That's the rationale. I'm not convinced. I still think that at the end of the day, consumers historically eat the costs of things like higher taxes, tariffs, and things of that nature. That's just my perspective. The Trumpies can argue with me about it if you want to. Convince me otherwise. Okay? But we'll see. But I'm not worried about my matcha being 20% higher because I can afford it. Right? I can afford it. So I'm not worried about it. Hi, Light Blue. How are you? What's going on? Tequila, vodka, chocolates from out of the US will see an increased price, so stock up. Y'all run to Costco. Oh, and also another thing about the green tea. Green tea is specifically something that America cannot produce. So Americans just can't start growing green tea. We don't have the climate, we don't have the technology, like we don't have the capacity to grow green tea efficiently like Japan or China. Also, the tariffs wouldn't work because that would not, encourage the Japanese to come over to America to grow green tea. You just can't do it. Whereas with the car plant, like a car manufacturing, you can manufacture cars anywhere in the world, right? So it's a little bit different. I'm not worried about tariffs affecting me in terms of my green tea. Not worried about it. Jesse Cochran, I don't care if you're Blasian. I'm not Blasian. Who people think I am though. Who did you vote for? I voted for Trump. It's your choice if you're gonna be a victim or not. I've never been a victim. Period. I love when you say 95% of your own life is your problem, so you do something to fix it because we forget that we have control over our own lives. You know what I should do? When I get really big, y'all, I should have merch that says 95%. That's it. I should, like, what a great idea for merch, right? Just like 95%. Just the 95, like, in like a nice font, 95%. I should do that. Um, your honesty's unmatched. Well, thank you. I mean, why lie? It's harder to lie than to be honest. For me, I'm not a good actor, so I just be honest. I'm getting deported. Well, sorry about that, Ruben. I'm so happy you're here, though. Hopefully, you still have internet access to wherever you're deported to. Let me leave. This guy is so misinformed. Well, goodbye. I'm glad you were here for a little bit, though. Trump already said he's going to tax goods from outside the U.S. Do you believe everything Trump says, AC? Or is he a liar? If Trump taxes green tea, let's go all Boston Tea Party on him. Period. Truth Official, I thought you were leaving. You announced that you were leaving, but you're still here. Thanks for your support. You work in Columbus? That's so cool. I love the great state of Ohio, one of the most underrated states in America. We become freer and freer every year. We're the biggest anti-vax state in the country. We're also all for bodily autonomy. We believe in abortion rights here in the great state of Ohio. I love it so much. Like I love my state. It's economically very viable. The economy is constantly growing. There are growing pains, of course, here in Ohio, but there's a lot of diversity in Columbus specifically. So yeah, I'll always talk up the great state of Ohio. I love Columbus, Jesse Cochran. I'm happy you're here. Do you ever get around downtown, Jesse Cochran, at all? Hey Ryan Oliver, how are you? Oh wait, I'm a little bit behind on chat. When my job sent me to Ohio, I immediately left. You're still here, Truth Official. This is so strange that you're still here because you announced that you were leaving the stream a while ago, but it seems like you're addicted to attention here. I love it though. Every rally was full of hate, but I never saw that from Kamala. Well, I don't think you were looking for it, Becca. Consumers will be paying for tariffs. That's what I believe. Do I work? Not real. I work 20 hours a week at a restaurant. So no. I don't dream of work. I, I, I don't. I don't dream of work. I don't. Um, They really are a different breed over there. There are plenty of nice people, however, those one or two will get you. I've started packing my belongings. I'm moving to the border next week. Gays voting for Trump, that's me. Okay, it held my last two messages basically, but I'll say this night. Use very clearly. Why are you asking people if you're Blasian? It's a poll. Because for some strange reason, people look at me and think that I'm Blasian, and I don't see that at all. Like, I don't see that not even a little bit. My big nose. Have you ever seen an Asian with a big nose like this? And my lips aren't like the biggest, but they're not small. Like, where do you see Asian? Can someone tell me where they like see Asian? Anyway, I thought you were 19 because you look so young. No, I'm 34, Carolyn. Yeah, so Becca, I love you, Becca, so much, but I don't think you understand, or I don't think you are willing to see the hateful behavior from Kamala's supporters. I just told you that I have been called a coon, I have been called a Nazi, I have been called a fascist, I've been called all types of things because I voted for Trump. And if you genuinely believe that every person that voted for Trump is a Nazi fascist, you might be full of hatred and bitterness and delusion. You might be diagnosed with Trump derangement syndrome. That might be you. That might be you. Um, and of course, Trumpies are hateful too. Like, I've seen plenty of hateful Trumpies. Like, Trump cultists are the worst. They're actually the worst because their delusion it reaches no bound. It has no bounds. Their delusion has no bounds. The Trumpies, at all. Like, talking to a Trump cultist is like the wildest thing ever because they literally spend their entire day to Donald Trump. It's very weird to me. They're like buying Trump Bibles and like what? It's strange. It's very strange. Um, but like to not admit that both sides are hateful is Looney Tunes, Becca. Respectfully, it's Looney Tunes. Um, oh, Monakiti. I'll look it up. He won, yet trumpet still yap. Ever had a Blumpkin? No, I haven't. How many boy abortions have you had? What's a boy? What is that? What's a boy abortion? What's a boy abortion? Oh, I'm really far behind on chat, y'all. I'm so sorry. I just looked up. Oh my god. Hopefully, you still have internet wherever you're being deported. The nonchalant vibe is. I'm very nonchalant. You should definitely make merch with 95%, but maybe with different quotes that represent positive and realistic expression and advice to take on a daily basis. Yes, I love that idea. Um, Abortion rights? I mean, you can hate about it if you want to. I really don't care. Columbus is active because of the college. Okay. Truth official, you're still here. I mean, you announced 15 minutes ago that you were leaving and you're still here. Thank you so much for your support. Just for now, I respect your view on abortion. I respect it. You're anti-abortion. I get it. But I'm pro-abortion. And I mean, get over it, I guess. I don't know. I believe in bodily autonomy for all adults. That's just that's just my principle. That's my principle view. I don't believe in bodily autonomy for underage. Like, I think there are exceptions. So if that sounds grotesque or horrific to you, that's a you problem, not a me problem. Um, but I respect your decision. And again, abortion is not a hill I want to die on, because abortion is something that is totally, like totally preventable 99% of the time. It's like, I don't understand why this is such a big issue. Um, I think people need to stop being so recklessly sexual. You guys know I'm a proud slut shamer. Proud, like, like, stop doing that. Stop being reckless. Stop putting your wee wee in things and then being surprised when stuff happens. The magical stuff happens. Stop letting men ejaculate in you and then being surprised when your stomach gets bigger. Like, this is basic biology 101. I know that we have trouble figuring out what a woman is, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised that people also have trouble figuring out how sex works and how pregnancy works. But there are 20 plus different ways to prevent a pregnancy. Not one of those is abortion. So I am ethically against abortion, but legally I am for the availability of it for adults. Yeah, there you go. Um, are you a trophy spouse? I wouldn't say that. Maybe. Maybe. I wouldn't say so. He thinks I am. But but I wouldn't say that. I am so behind in comments. I'm so sorry. I am really am behind in comments. I try to read all your comments. Should I like can I slow the chat for a little bit? Let me slow the chat. How do I slow the chat? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm a yapper. Just yappuccino. Black League. I like how he's covering up his nips like the nosy next door neighbor in her robe. Well, listen. I'm not trying to get demonetized. Listen. Um. Butt twerking for 20 million? What? Hey, Sherry. You are cute. Thank you, Victoria. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to skip over some stuff. If you join the channel, I don't skip over your comments. By whom? That's the entire problem with your side. Y'all say is people have said he's wrong. Like, really? How in the world are we supposed to take y'all seriously at all? T. Yeah, I'm skipping some comments. I'm so sorry, y'all. Not Leah Bobia eating y'all up. Okay, I'm caught up. Sorry, I had to skip. I had to skip over some stuff. Hi, Mr. Mike. Did I vote for Trump? I voted for Trump. Yes, I did. I'm a dork. Sele sent me. Who really? This is my true accent. It is. Why do I support abortion? I don't support abortion. I support bodily autonomy, Mr. Mike, for all adults above the age of 18. That's the see. Here is the problem with Republicans and Democrats. You guys like to pick and choose your principles. You're picky choosing. See, the principle is bodily autonomy for adults, right? Which, if you follow that principle, means that you believe that adults should have access to abortion. That also means that you think that adults shouldn't have to put a single vaccine in their body. You know, that also means that you believe that adults should be able to transition. I believe in all those things. And that pisses off Republicans and Democrats because you guys have no principles. Sorry. I mean, that sucks to hear, but it's true. That's why. So Jesse, do you ever get to downtown, Jesse Cochran, do you ever get to downtown Columbus? I have recommendations for you. I have recommendations for you. If you do. Guadalajara? Oh, that's a cute name, Ruben. No bodily autonomy for a baby. You think a baby can transition and change sexes? Do you believe in children transing themselves? You think children should have bodily autonomy? Um, Fence sitter? No, that's called being principal. No, children do not have rights to deny vaccinations. They don't. They don't. They have parents that can make those decisions for them. No, you can't be a moderator, sorry. Hey, sleepy boy, how are you tonight? Oh, you live in Zanesville. Oh, that's so cool. That's cool. You work on Olentangy River? Okay, so I don't get around there very often, to be honest. I ride my bike over there, though. Really beautiful area. You believe in aborting a baby? I do. I do. I mean, so listen, y'all. I know y'all might be new here, but you could never shame me for my opinions. I speak honestly, authentically, and I really don't care what you think about my opinions. I'm not emotionally invested in your opinion of me. I'm just not. Maybe that makes me a narcissist. I don't know. But I have no emotional investment in your opinions of me whatsoever. I'm here to share my opinions. You can like it or not like it. We can discuss it. We're a free speech platform. But like, take it or leave it, honey. Who did I vote for? I voted for Trump. And I'm very gay. Eric Laporte. Oceans, Cuddle, Puddle. They don't have autonomy. Are you liberal? No, I'm not. I'm a libertarian. I don't vote for liberals. I don't vote for I usually vote for Republicans or libertarians, who, you know, depending on the race, are usually have common sense abortion policies or perspectives. Hey Lisa, how are you? Welcome to the chat tonight. We agree on a couple things. Well, that's great, Mr. Mike. What if a parent wants to harm the child on purpose with the power of what a doctor is willing to do? Well, they should be prosecuted. Doesn't the children in a city like that possibly need their own rights to refuse or take medical? Well, sure, yeah, but that would constitute abuse. Do victims of abuse have autonomy? Well, it depends. Yeah, it depends. But no, I don't believe, I mean, I don't believe that children have total bodily autonomy. And you don't either. So what are you guys trying to argue? Because if you're trying to argue that there are some cases where, children should have bodily autonomy and other cases where they shouldn't, then we agree. What are you confused about? What are you confused about, darling? There are some cases where children should, have some say on what goes on with their body, and there are some cases where they definitely shouldn't have a say in what goes on with their body. That's easy to understand. No. Uh, you know. Um your parents abused you, Tyler? Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you rectified that. I'm gonna try a bit of honey in my gyokuro karagane. Karagane. I have trouble saying that word, karagane. I love Sam's Club. I love everything big. Okay. A little bit of honey. Because I think a little bit of honey will be a nice addition to the light nutty flavor of this gyokuro. Oh my god, my nails are so dirty. Don't look at my nails. And they're too long too. I've been really good at not cursing in tonight's stream. I have not ranted not once. I've not cussed anybody out. I didn't get crazy. I haven't become unhinged yet. And so I'm hoping and praying to all the gods and goddesses that tonight's stream is monetized. But we've got at least 30 more minutes to go. Just don't bring up taxation and maybe I won't rant. Okay. My opinion of you after 2 minutes listening is quite high. You seem very intelligent and well-spoken. I don't think, well, thanks Wayne Hitchcock for the opinion. I don't consider myself to be very intelligent. I just think I try to use common sense. But I am well-spoken, I think. At times, I can be well-spoken. I don't think I'm a very intelligent person. I never thought that about myself. He reads, someone is abused and says, hope he rectified that. Well, I do. I do. What do you mean? Do you want me to cry about it on stream? I'm sure that Tyler is a strong person, a Brazilian person, and has, hopefully he's figured that out. We all face trauma, and it's all about facing it head on, unpacking it, dealing with it, and not using it as a crutch in the rest of your life. Because, you can be a victim, right? You can be a victim, but you choose victimhood. Victimhood is a choice. There's a difference. You can be a victim, you can be victimized, but victimhood is a choice, okay? And don't choose victimhood. Get rid of the crutches and walk again, right? Okay. Oh, hey, King Zorio, welcome back. King Ozorio. And by the way, Burn the Government, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you so much. Thank you, Mia, for the super chat. I love you, love you, love you. Thank you so much. I'm trying to not rant, y'all. I don't want to cuss. I've been really good. I haven't cussed not once. Like, not once. But you guys are being very nice and respectful and being, very nice. So I love it. I need some good cat, some good kitty. Tariffs will replace taxes. Not a bad trade-off. If I'm being honest, not a bad trade-off. You guys know my opinion on taxation. It's theft. It's immoral. they should not exist. Income taxes should not exist. Let me clarify. I think they're immoral. And yeah, the less taxation we have on our society, the better. Um, if that means we get tariffs, then sure, you know. That seems like something that's a little bit more ethical, in my opinion. Taxing your income and your productivity just is backwards in and of itself. Hey Naomi, how are you? I'm trying not to get triggered, David. I'm trying. Honest question. I know you're a believer. I actually thought we were closer together on abortion. How do you square those two things? Hmm. Good question, Leah Bobia. Um, I'm not a good Christian. I mean, I'll just be honest. I mean, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm not the best Christian ever, and I'm not trying to be the best Christian ever. I don't take everything in the Bible as something that I need to abide by. I think that there are certain principles that I have that are more important than some of the principles taught in the Bible. Um, I, I think that bodily autonomy is one of those things. Um, I think that I'm a great person. I'm a fantastic person. Everyone in my life thinks I'm a fantastic person. I create a lot of value in the lives of people that are closest to me. And I think if that doesn't gain me entry into heaven, then I don't want to be there. I don't want to be there. So that's how I live my life. I don't live my life looking to the Bible for answers to every single question. I go to church every Sunday because there's always a great ways to think about life situations that are dealt. And I like the fact that, because you know what I think. Black pastors, there's no better preacher than a black male Baptist preacher. Okay, there's no one more animated. There's no one more that can tell a creative story. I love a black man at church telling me a story in the Bible, right? So, does that answer your question, Leah? Hopefully that answers your question. I think I'm rambling a little bit there, but I don't proclaim to be a super Christian. I never proclaimed that. I don't proclaim to follow the Bible um, every single page. I don't. Um, so yeah. And so when it comes to abortion, again, the principle that I hold closest to me is bodily autonomy for adults. And I think that there should be common sense policies and restrictions on abortion, but I don't think they should be really crazy. I think that most states, like I think that in Ohio, I forget which week you can get an abortion, I forget. But I think we just have very common sense laws on abortion here in Ohio, and I think that that works for women. Um, and yeah, I don't know. Hopefully that answers your question. Ask me follow-up questions because I don't know. No, you're a narcissist for real. Okay, maybe I am. Do you like hibiscus tea? I love hibiscus tea. I love hibiscus. Hibiscus, it's so healthy for you. It's good for weight loss or weight management. It's good. It has so many antioxidants in it. Has a great flavor profile. It's great in a mocktail. It's great hot. It's great in like a cocktail, like a big punch. So I had a big party recently at my house. I had like 50 people in my house, and I served hibiscus punch with like ginger ale, fresh lemon, fresh lime, cinnamon. It was so good, very very good. People loved it. Um, and yeah, you can just add like a bottle of vodka to it, spike it, call it a day. A little bit of champagne for the bubbles, added bubbles. Ugh, I love hibiscus and all of it, all of the forms. Okay, what they call it, a sociopath. Victimhood kills you. It does. Baby, I see your crutches a mile away. Okay. The police got mad at me. I was on house arrest, so I handcuffed my house. Okay. You think Europe is doing really well? Schizophrenia medication still cause schizo in me because I do not react naturally to medications anymore. Drugs were given to me that aren't supposed to be taken at the same time, young age. I'm so sorry, Tyler. There's so many tops in the chat. That's why you guys love me. I love it. You've never been a victim, so you victim blame for attention. Sit down, Arthur. Who's Arthur? Who's Arthur? Have I ever been a victim? Not of anything really crazy, to be honest. I haven't been a victim of anything crazy. I've been treated poorly by a few family members that lied about me and my mother, and I still don't talk to those family members. But I haven't been a victim of anything intense or traumatic, I don't think. Very privileged. Very privileged. And listen, I don't deny that when you are victimized by like a burglary or something something like really terrible like that, you have to unpack it. It does take time, burn the government. I get that. It takes time to kind of unpack that, resolve those feelings of being victimized. But I think you have to do the work, because if you sit in that victimhood and you lather that victimhood up, you never move on with your life. You're always stuck in that same mentality. You never see progress. No, I'm not victim blaming for attention. I'm victim blaming for people to stop being victims. Stop indulging in victimhood. I mean, it is what it is. Hey Dork. Hey Colby, how are you? Oh, so tariffs are basically when a country basically taxes another company for doing business in their country, and that's the very simple version of that. And typically, what a company will do to offset that cost is just make their products more expensive, which the consumer eats. Oh, I know you're not judging me, Leah Bobia. I know you're not judging. I was just trying to cover all the, all the, you know, all the bases. And again, I don't make abortion the hill I'm gonna die on either. Abortion to me, like even though I believe in bodily autonomy for adults, and my abortion views really don't align with a lot of Republicans that I vote for, I don't care, because abortions in general, in general, my opinion, okay, abortions in general, to me, seem like it's being used as birth control. That's what it appears like to me. And I think that's wrong. And so, while I do believe in bodily autonomy, I vote for politicians that don't share my views, because abortion is not a big ticket item in my list of priorities. Abortion's at the bottom, baby girl. It really is. So I can vote for politicians that don't align with all of my views, because no politician aligns with all of my views. You have to rank your priorities as a voter. You have to pick and choose, well, what's more important to me? A candidate that supports my abortion rights views, or a candidate that supports my anti-war views? Which one's more important to me at the time? You know what I mean, Liam? And so that's kind of that's where my headspace is when it comes to my views on abortion rights and bodily autonomy. You know, I love what we did in Ohio, where like the voters just enshrined abortion rights. Like we all voted prolifically, you know, for abortion rights here in Ohio, the great state of Ohio. And so, even though we're a ruby red state, we're a Republican state, and we all voted for abortion rights, right? So, like 70%, something crazy like that. Um, so yeah, one Yappuccino. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, the Yappuccino so much. Um, Now he gonna switch up. How am I switching up? Hi, Mr. Mike. Where'd I get my rope? I don't know where I got my rope from. Burned. The government. I'm sorry. I missed your comment. Burned the government. I'm I'm struggling to keep up with chat. What's absolutely sickening that I said? What did I say? What did I say this time? That's sickening. This is like, oh my god, like I'm a Nazi, like I'm a sociopath. Like, what did I say this time? That's absolutely sickening. Remind me. I'm far behind on chat. I'm so sorry. Um, are you from Trump or Kamala? I voted for Trump, Robert. What's my favorite vodka? I don't really drink vodka. I love gin, Bombay, and Hendrix. I love Hendrix too. But I haven't drank alcohol in 12 months. Over 13 months. It was last October that I stopped drinking alcohol. It's been great. Are you into casual racism or competitive racism? What's the difference, Joshua? I think people don't understand economics on a deep level, find it easy to think tariffs equal higher prices. But the point isn't to encourage the products coming here, it's quite the opposite. Yeah, it's all about trying to get American production higher. You know, made in America is the goal. Arthur's your daddy? You never heard of Arthur? Like the TV show? Hey, Haley Bradley, how are you? Oh, you've been saying Arthur? I'm sorry. Burn the government. I'm sorry. You haven't been a victim or you wouldn't be speaking like this. So what qualifies you to speak? What qualifies me to speak is that I have a mouth. Yeah, that's all you need to speak is to have a mouth. You're welcome. You're not even a woman, baby. I know you wish to be, but you're not, hun. Oh, well, I don't wish to be. Listen, and me be a woman, I would never. I wouldn't last a day as a woman. Like having a period sounds like I'd off myself. I'd off myself. Like the minute I started to bleed, I'd be like, "Am I dying? Am I dying? I could never be a woman. I love having a penis. What are you talking about? It's better to be a man. Are you kidding me? Stop. Um, yeah, stop. Um, your abortion rights? Oh, I don't have any abortion rights. I don't have a vagina. Yeah, I don't want any kids. Hey, Will, thanks for the compliment on my robe. Can I take my robe off now? No one called you a Nazi? I have been called a Nazi before. Keep up, slowpoke Arthur. I'm trying, burn the government. I'm trying my best. Oh, I'm almost caught up. This is exciting. Competitive racism has prices. What kind of prices? Nobody censors chat in here. Why chat censoring our content leader? Who's censoring chat? I don't think anyone's censoring chat. Wait, burn the government. Who are you arguing with? You couldn't even say none. You mad and salty. Go wash up. Who are you talking to? Telling someone to go wash up is crazy. Who are you talking to? Hey, Wesson. Welcome back, Wesson. I'm so happy you're back. Oh, you eating a Black Lee. You talking to Black Lee. Oh, my God. Not the girls fighting. Not the girls fighting. Calling someone to watch up is crazy. See, I like burn the government because the bitch can read. Ooh, the lady can read. I'm not trying to get demonetized tonight, y'all. Name a car for an edit. BMW 850, my dream car. I'm so beautiful to you, Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy. Do I know any martial arts? I don't. Oh, buzzwords are happening? I'm so sorry, y'all. I don't know why buzzwords are getting censored. My apologies. You guys know I believe in free speech. I don't know why that's happening. Sorry. Listen, burn the government. I know you've been trying to read me all night, but one thing I do love about someone is if you know how to read, I love a reader. So you're always welcome in this chat. Like, always welcome here. I love a good I love a good read. I do. I don't care who it's against. Like, I'll laugh at anybody getting read down. At least I didn't say the C word, David, because like I've been loving that C word. The C word just see you next Tuesday. It just rolls off the tongue in such a magical, effortless way that like last weekend, that was my word of the week. I loved it. Did I watch the fight last night, Lisa? I did not watch the fight last night. I did not. I heard about it though. Everyone that was in the stream was reporting to me what was going on in the fight. So, I mean, Mike Tyson made 20 mil, so good for him. Jake Paul made probably more than 20 mil, so like good for him. Everyone had fun watching and was entertained, so good for everybody. A net positive event, right? Net positive, right? I love it. Um, I know the B word is very cute too. Can you be my moderator? No. Thank you for asking though. Ooh. Blackley said, "Dear, I'm not a fairy like my bro in this video. You will learn your place. Now, where are my fries?" You better tell him, Black League. You better tell him. The only fairy here is me. Don't forget it. Well, Mike was never going to get hurt. That wasn't in the contract to get hurt, I'm sure. We love to add zest. We add a little zest to everything. Let me add some zest to someone who comments under the zest. Who's gonna comment under that? Lisa, she needed the zest. It was a payday for everybody involved, Lisa. It was. It was a payday for everybody involved. This Gyokoro is really good, actually. The more I drink, the more I'm like, it's pretty good. I actually think that I might prefer this one to the first gyokuro. And I'll tell you why. Because when you add sweetener to this one, I feel like it has a better balance of flavors. Whereas the first gyokuro that I tried, the chamusame, it has a very strong flavor without sweetener. And so when you add a sweetener to it, it's almost like it's in conflict. You know what I mean? I feel like because this has a lighter astringent flavor, a lighter woodsy flavor, I feel like a bit of sweetener helps. It complements it. I don't know. Interesting. Hey, Big Daddy, what's going on? Please invest in. Oh my God, guys, my stocks are doing so well. Oh my God, burn the government. I love lavender tea. I love lavender tea. I have like, oh my God, I have so much lavender like downstairs, like fresh lavender. What's not fresh? But it is from a garden, not my garden, my friend's garden. And it's phenomenal. Okay. I love the mixture of chamomile and lavender. It's like the ultimate sleeping. It's like it brings you back to center. It smells phenomenal. It makes you feel good. It just makes you breathe. I don't know. It just brings me peace. I love it so much. Lavender tea is so good. Guys, I love tea so much. Okay, so chamomile is good, but I like chamomile with other things. I think chamomile with a little bit of lavender really takes it over the edge. I think it's good. Wesson, I like green tea. Well, you have to try Neo Teas then. I told you. I'm in the middle of a campaign for a brand that sponsors me called Neo Teas. I've been trying their advent calendar. I'm drinking like 2 a day. I'm obsessed. And literally, there's 24 different varieties of green tea. So I've tried 6 of them. And the one that I tried just now is the Gyokuro Karagane. And they have poems for each of the green teas. It's crazy. I love it so much. So this one that I'm drinking right now, a combination of leaf and stem for evening drinks. This tea's a gem. I just love it. I just love everything about this little advent calendar. It's kind of wild how much I love it. So if you want to buy the advent calendar, I recommend that you get it ASAP get it before next Wednesday. Because I feel like shipping might take a week. They source everything from Japan, obviously. It's Japanese green tea. And I want to make sure if you want to do it if you want to try one a day and do like the whole official advent calendar situation, then yes, you really should get your orders in before Wednesday so that it's delivered before December 1st. Then you can try one every day. And again, my code is CHO15. And that gets you 15% off. I'll get a link. Let me get a link for you guys. Since we've been talking about tea all night. So this is an ad. This is my affiliate link to Neo Teas. Use code CHO15 for 15% off. There you go. Okay, let's catch up on chat. I'm getting kind of hot. The tea is really working at warming me up. Lavender tea is good. Yeah, lavender tea is really good. Do you play any video games? Yes, Sleepy Boy. I play Elden Ring and I play Valorant. So in Q1, I'm planning to start, or I've already started the channels, but I'm planning to start posting on my ASMR channel and my gaming channel because I really want to make YouTube a full-time gig, and I know for a fact that I can do it if I put my energy into it. And so in Q1 of next year of 2025, I'm going to start live streaming some video games. I'll probably start with some of my favorites like Valorant. Will I do Elden Ring? I don't know. Elden Ring is such a personal game to me. I don't know. Maybe I won't stream Elden Ring. I don't know. But Valorant, yes, I will cuss out 13-year-olds in Valorant any day. Any day, I will cuss a 13-year-old out. I don't care. They always like to come for me in Valorant. I'm gonna come back for you. I'll be your stepdaddy. Like, I will cut you out of the will. Don't try me. So yeah, I'm gonna stream video games, and then I'm also gonna have an ASMR channel, because if you guys know me for a long time, you know that even this channel, if you go scroll back far enough, I started off as an ASMR channel. So it's serious stuff. I listen to ASMR every night to fall asleep. So I would love to have. So I'll have 3 channels. I'll have this vlog channel, where I do live, just connecting with you guys, and then I'll also have the ASMR channel. Maybe I'll do like one video every 2 weeks or once a week, and then I'll also have the gaming channel where I'll do highlights, live streams, all that stuff. So, but that's all coming next year. Okay. I'm from the UK, so it's a requirement to enjoy tea. Becca, what's your favorite tea? How long have you been a tea drinker? I've been a tea drinker since I was a teenager. I mean, forever and ever. My first thing that I fell in love with was chai. I love a good spicy chai, especially a chai latte. Yeah, I love it. I love a good chai latte. So I've been a tea drinker for a very long time. Green tea is so healthy for you too. Yes, it's very, very healthy for you. You're getting off of energy drinks? Well, I recommend matcha. I recommend matcha. Go to Neo Teas and try matcha. Look up some really good matcha recipes. I think that matcha can be a very tricky thing to get into. And so I recommend that you start with lattes, like making lattes at home. It's really simple. I have a couple videos in my vlogs of me making matcha lattes. So I definitely think that you should look into matcha. I have a video about it, but let me just find it for you. I'll link it right now. Because I talk about in this video all of the health benefits. I'm sorry, this is not like a political stream. Bro, this is a tea stream. I'm so sorry. I know this is like, I told Leah Bobia that we would talk politics, but like, the girls want to know about matcha and tea. I'm here to serve. Copy link. Okay, so this is my matcha buying guide is here. So that video that I just linked in the chat is all about how to buy matcha for the first time. I go over a couple different recipes or a couple different matcha varieties that might be a good fit for you as a new beginner. I think that sometimes matcha lattes are easier to try at first because it's like a latte with a little bit of hint of green, a little bit of woodsy, a little bit of grass, a little bit of umami flavor, right? And so that's a really good video. It also explains how to prepare matcha and some of the health benefits of matcha. And specifically, if you're trying to get off of energy drinks, you still want the energy, but you don't want the crashes that are associated with the caffeine that you find in energy drinks. The good thing about matcha is that it's so high in antioxidants and an amino acid called L-theanine. What's L-theanine, you might be asking? L-theanine is an amino acid that helps you to better regulate your caffeine consumption in the body and how it metabolizes in the body. Essentially, what it does is it ensures that your caffeine metabolization is at a steady increase instead of like caffeine from coffee, which is like a spike. And when you have that spike, you crash. Whereas with matcha caffeine, you're just slightly going up. So there's no crashing involved, and when you come down, you're going down slowly. So that's kind of the benefit of drinking matcha, especially as someone that has a caffeine addiction or someone that's trying to regulate the negative side effects of caffeine. I would recommend that even if you don't want to totally switch off of whatever other caffeine source you're using, that just incorporating matcha in your diet, in addition to whatever caffeine you're currently drinking, will also be really beneficial. It'll be a net positive for you. Okay. Nutrition show, I'm done. Don't get me started on nutrition. I studied nutrition in college. I love nutrition. But anyway, um, do I drink chai? I love chai. Oh, thank you, Black League. I'm so happy you're here. What is your Elden Ring build? Oh. Dexterity and Arcane. Because I love a condition. I'm using, right now, I'm trying to build out a build with like dual whips. I kind of want to give like Castlevania vibes with like a whip and a shield or something like that. Or like two whips. Like that's kind of the vibe I'm trying to go for right now. But I've been using Eleonora's pole blade and it's sick. The bleeds on Eleonora's pole blade is sickening. So yeah, basically bleeds is what I'm kind of giving right now. Like Vivek says, if you can't be of use to our economy, you won't be allowed to come here and leech off of it. Period. Period. Vivek, period. I love it so much. I've been leeching since I got here. Deport me immediately. Well, we will. Hi, Splend. How are you? What am I wearing? I'm wearing a robe. Don't let them bait me. They bait me all the time. It's fine. My favorite is mint green tea, but grew up on black teas. I'm not a fan of mint like that. I'm not a fan of mint. Are you wearing pants? I never wear pants in my streams. No. Try vanilla chai. It's bussin'. I love it. I love vanilla chai. I'm a black tea fanatic, but I cut down because of oxalates. Well, you should try Robus or red tea. I remember when Trump passed the abstinence bill that caused teenage pregnancy and STI rates to go up. So, see, again, when Trump passed the abstinence bill that caused teenage pregnancy and STI rates to go up. The problem with our society is that individuals refuse to take personal accountability. This is a very pernicious trend in our society, and it's one that's not serving us very well, is it? No one wants to be personally accountable for their actions at all. So, if I go out and have reckless sex and I get an STI, you mean it's okay for me to blame Trump's abstinence bill on me having an STI? Do you know how crazy you sound? That's crazy. I'm sorry. That is crazy. That is so far removed. That's just so far removed from reality to me that I just can't even I just can't even relate to that message, Tyler. I'm sorry. I love you so much, but I can't like relate to that. What do you mean? So it's Trump's fault that children are having not children, I hope not children or teens. It's Trump's fault that teens are having sex and getting STIs. Is that the narrative? Is that the message? Ciao. I don't know. I don't relate to that type of mentality. I just never have, never will. I had grandparents that raised me and they were tough on me and they told me from a very early age that consequences are real, you know, and your actions have consequences. And it's not our fault when you reap what you sow. Sow better seeds is what they taught me. So I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. Hey Doyle. red tea. Yeah, red tea's good. Red tea doesn't have oxalates in it, I don't believe, and also it's caffeine free. Rooibos, aka red tea, is like an African herb. There's a lot of history about it, a lot of colonization, a lot of drama, a lot of stuff about that. But anyway, look into that. Solid Tank, I think you might enjoy it, especially if you like chai. It tends to be more of a spicier herb. So look into it. I've attended one too many Diddy parties. I haven't attended enough Diddy parties, to be honest. How does bro seem so sophisticated when he's just chilling in his robe, panties? Oh, pantless. Wait, he's in his robe, chilling, pantless, and talking at a screen. But it works though. Listen, Sleepy Boy. Listen, boy. It is currently 1:30 a.m. in the morning. I'm not putting clothes on for you guys. You guys are not that important for me to put clothes on. It would be very inauthentic of me if I had clothes on at 1:30 a.m. at night. That would be crazy. Like, no, I don't have clothes on at this time. So you guys get what you get. You're lucky you get a robe because normally I don't have this one at this time. So, um, bro, go put some clothes on. No. This is how you present yourself to the public? Yes. Um, you a goofy? I am a goofy. Oh, thanks, Eric Sparks. You love participating in my lives. Thank you so much. How many genders should we have in America? Well, we only have two, Ruben. So that's not really. I mean, the question in and of itself is flawed to begin with. There's only two. And people say what they want to say about genders, but we only have two. Um, and you know what? I hate, my poor Alphabet Army community. It's so terrible. My poor Alphabet Army. But it always kills me when they say, you don't acknowledge that we exist. Well, yeah, you don't exist as a non-binary person. You exist as a male or a female. Like, like, what do you mean you don't exist? No, you're right. You don't exist as this imaginary thing that you've made up in your head. No, you don't. I'm sorry. I mean, let's do the math. We haven't done the math all day. But like 1 plus 1, it equals 2 every time. It equals 2 every time. So it's like, I don't know what the problem is with that. You know, you guys are trying to erase us. You're dehumanizing us, and we don't exist. It's just, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. Um, So yes, Sleepy Boy, I play Elden Ring. I love Valorant. Those are probably my two favorite games. I also love Super Smash Bros. When I'm goofing off with friends, Dead by Daylight, I love that. Remnant 2, I don't know if you know about Remnant 2, but Remnant 2 is actually probably the most underrated game there is. Remnant 2 is basically Elden Ring, but with guns. I love it. I love it so much. It's so freaking fun. I love it. So Remnant 2 is very underrated, very good. Um Apex Legends, I like Apex Legends. When I'm feeling casual, like Valorant is when I want to like go hard and fight and be toxic and be competitive. And Apex Legends is when I just want to chill and have a casual time. Um, what other games do I play? Oh, I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Occasionally. Yu-Gi-Oh! I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes. Master Duel. I have a Harpy Lady deck, of course, because I'm so gay, right? Who would have thought, right? So yeah. We need you on Trump's administration. I would love that. Oh, no. We need to cover that up. Okay. My brain won't let me say they, them to a single person, so I avoid saying anything, and I wish it wasn't that way. Well, it doesn't. It's just not natural to say they, them. There wouldn't be a natural conversation where you would call them they, them. You know what I mean? Not speaking directly to them, at least, right? There's also intersex people, but that's sex, not gender. Ciao. Um, um, oh, yes, 100% Remnant 2 is so much fun. Get Remnant 2. If you like Elden Ring and if you like guns, you will love Remnant 2. 100%. 100%. I am in love. You have beauty lips. Please, have you ever kissed a man? Not me having an African prince in the chat. Are you an African prince? I could use an African prince. I got some debt to clear up. So if you're an African prince, slide in my DMs. Yes, I've kissed plenty a man. The OG power bottom. Also, intersex isn't another whole sex, Becca. It's a condition, and it's never in the middle like people claim. Nobody can get themselves pregnant, so that's inherently a logical fallacy. T. Wesson, yes, I do, but I don't like to talk about that on stream. Just for, I don't know, personal security, I'll just say that. Don't come to my house. We live in the great, listen, we live in the great state of Ohio, and we believe in castle doctrine. And look it up. We believe in castle doctrine. We do not have a duty to retreat our home. Try me if you want to. Try me if you want to. In the great state of Ohio, we don't play those games. Not here. That whole duty to retreat thing, like what? That is that is psycho. Talk about our Second Amendment rights. Let's talk about that whole duty to retreat situation. It's like more and more, it's like we give more sympathy and empathy to criminals than the average citizen that's not bothering anybody. The victim. I know we were talking about people being victimized earlier, and I believe in trying to prevent victimization of people. And the way you do that is by empowering individuals, right? What do you mean if someone is trying to kill me and I have the opportunity to kill them back? Oh, I shouldn't be even using that word kill. But whatever, I'm here. Now I'm here. What do you mean that if I'm being pursued and I have the opportunity to return the favor in kind, I have a duty to retreat? What do you mean? Are you kidding me? What? And especially in my home? What? No, don't do that. Don't play. Do not play that with me. That's a bunch of BS. YouTube is very anti-gun. They are. I know they are. Hey, Waffle Dog. Is it really better to try and wait an hour or two after waking up before having caffeine? I'm not sure, sleepy boy. I'm not really sure about that. We don't let our kids under 18 get tattoos. It's that simple. No hormones or blockers, and certainly no surgery before 18. Common sense. But solid. How are the executives in the pharmaceutical industry going to buy their third private jet? Have you thought about that, Solid Tank? Because, once we start transing the kids and putting them on hormones and putting them on puberty blockers, that makes them a customer for life. And that's a good return on value, you know, return on investment, ROI. Sorry. That's a great ROI. The earlier you get these customers in, the longer you've got a return on your investment. Have you not thought about that, Solid? You have to consider that for the pharmaceutical execs. Please consider them next time you speak some BS like that, Solid. That's really important. We need to keep the execs in this pharmaceutical industry paid up. They need yachts, they need private jets, they need multiple homes all over the country, they need vacations. Think about their needs, honey. Come on. Yeah, I'm sorry, boy. I don't know how to answer the question with the whole caffeine after you're waking up. I think it's always great to have like a little bit of water when you wake up. I feel like you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong there, right? Oh, hey, Shanique. Oh, you're fine. You're fine, Shanique. So good to see you, Shaw, Mrs. Shaw. East Tennessee is heavy Second Amendment. Land of the F around and find out. I know that's right. I know that's right. Period. I know you said you didn't want to do a nutrition rant, but what are some of your main thoughts? Well, in terms of nutrition, it's a tough question because nutrition is such a wide range. It addresses a wide range of issues that it really has to be tailored for the individual and that person's specific needs and goals. So give me a little bit more of a narrow question. I do believe in general that our focus should be on prevention, not treatment. Again, that would not align with the pharmaceutical industry's nefarious goals of keeping us sick, unhealthy, fat, mentally unstable, financially unstable, and dependent on everything, that is the government and these corporations. Doesn't align with that. Prevention doesn't pay the bills, right? Prevention doesn't pay the bills like treatment does. Um, well, Becca, didn't someone just stab a bunch of people over there? Like a stabbing, like they literally had a stabbing spree. Are y'all like taking away knives over there now? Well, what's the tea? What's going on? Hey, Kairos, how are you, Kairos? Why do you shave your legs? I've never shaved my legs a day in my life. Comical. You can't see the hair there? You want to see? I've never shaved my wait a second. There's the hair. Look at that. So, like, I don't know what you're talking about. Wait, let's get this back. Okay. So let's squash those those rumors and nastiness. Let's squash that right now. Those allegations. I've never shaved my legs today. I've never shaved anything a day in my life. I don't even own. I don't know how. My dad never taught me how to shave. Isn't that crazy? Dad, if you're watching, I'm sorry for putting you on blast, but you never taught me how to shave. And like all the other boys at school were taught how to shave. I'm thinking like, oh my God, like, so I only am able to shave with like an electric shaver, or when I get a shave, like a traditional shave at the barbershop. My dad never taught me. I don't know. So I would never shave my legs. I don't know how to shave. Like shaving cream, I'm so terrified at like cutting myself. I've never even tried to shave a day in my life. It's so weird. It's so random, but it's so weird. Sounds like you voted for Trump. I did vote for Trump. Well, you guys are more polite, but you guys are actually crazy drivers in Florida. I come to Florida every year for about 2 weeks, Miami Beach specifically. I vacation there for a couple weeks, and you guys are crazy drivers. Just you guys drive so fast. That's really it. I've just been feeling fatigued lately and been brain foggy. I don't think my diet helps, so I've been trying to be more mindful. Well, blueberries will help that. Um, Maybe a magnesium malate supplement will help with the brain fog and, feeling better, having better recovery, bodily recovery. So, I mean, not a doctor, not a nutritionist. I'm just a guy with a camera talking to the camera, right? But I would incorporate some blueberries. I would incorporate some matcha in the morning, and I would incorporate magnesium malate, specifically malate. I assume you're a male, so I think that males, like men, I think men can do really well with magnesium malate. NutriCost is the brand I get for magnesium malate. It's really affordable on Amazon. That's what I get. In fact, NutriCost, I know I have to think about this, but NutriCost, they're a supplement brand. They actually offered me an affiliate code, but I have to do more research into the brand to see if it's something that I want to align with. And I do get I do get my magnesium from them. I get my creatine from them. But there are a few products I don't like. Like I tried their electrolyte powder and it was effing disgusting. Disgusting. And so I want to try a couple more of their products before I just get up and sign up for an affiliate code. Because I don't want to I don't want to promote a brand who I don't really stand by. And so I guess I'll just be honest with the lady that reached out to me and say, like, listen, babe, give me some free products. Give me some free products. I'll try a handful out. And if I like them all, then maybe we can proceed with the affiliation. Anyway, hopefully that helps, Sleepy Boy. Hopefully that helps. We're going to leave soon, by the way, y'all. I'm so sorry. Hey, Ryan, Bistrain. Illegals have a right to bear arms and protect themselves. They do. What's my favorite color? Weston says, oh, my favorite color is F3. Orange, purple, and green. You learn how to shave watching NYPD Blue? That's so funny. Hi, Jam. How are you? Oh, okay. I hear you, Solid Tank. You're on the Gulf Coast. Yeah, I love Miami. I love Miami. If we could buy a second home in Miami Beach, we would. but the real estate in Miami and Florida in general is just so psycho. I need DeSantis to get on that. Because I like DeSantis a little bit, but I need him to really get on this whole real estate situation because it's out of control in Florida. It's out of control. People like to suck his guck about his policies, but he's been a complete failure when it comes to the housing market down there in Florida. It's wild. And I like him. I like the guy. I'm really good, Jam. I'm doing really well. I'm gonna go to sleep soon because I have to go to church in the morning, but I'm really good. Well, I don't know if the legalization of concealed carry is all about preventing crime. I think what it's mostly about is having the ability to defend yourself. That is more, the ability to defend yourself is more important currently than the crime rate, right? Because again, you can't control if someone's going to commit a crime or not. But what you can do is have the possibility to defend yourself. There are other issues and factors that affect the crime rate, mental health being one of them. And so, I mean, I've never met a person that was a career criminal that was sane. Like I've never encountered that person. I've never encountered a person that murdered someone that was mentally sane. Like they just don't exist. So, well, there may be some exceptions, but so yeah, I don't know. The crime rate is really complicated. Hexaco, you bring up some really good points there. Leah makes a good point and retorts to that point, comical. As I stated, concealed carry is different. I really doubt you would see much of a change because the weapon is hidden. Open carry means it's right there and easily seen and you know what time it is. I know that's right. Oh, thank you for being here, Wesson. I'm so happy you were here. Hopefully you stop by tomorrow for a little bit. We'd love to have you again, Wesson. Tonight's stream was not chaotic. I was able to keep my cool. Hopefully I won't get demonetized. I'm sure that they're going to demonetize the stream anyway. I'm sure they'll figure out a reason why. Well, I'm nowhere near buying a house right now. Caterpillar, I appreciate it. Do I do lives daily? No, I do lives every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I do vlogs every Wednesday, and then I do shorts sporadically. So definitely subscribe, Sleepy Boy. I'd love to have you here more often. And plus, if you're a gamer, definitely keep in touch with me. Looking forward into the new year because that's when I'm going to start posting on my gaming channel more regularly. How much to open the robe? How much am I going to sell my body for tonight? Okay, comical. I will show my chest. Am I going to do vids on different teas? Well, I actually talk about tea all the time in my vlogs. So I get a lot of views on these live streams, but honestly, you guys don't watch my vlogs. And my vlogs is where I really showcase my lifestyle. I'm a lifestyle vlogger. I mean, there's such flop videos. Shout out to Cece who spent some time last night and today watching my vlogs, and she learned a lot about me. So I talk about tea, I show you recipes, like I do stuff in my daily life that I love to do. Um, these lives are not meant to be instructional or educational. I just happen to be drinking tea during the live, but in my vlogs, I'm a lot more educational. In those videos, I go in with a goal, something to talk about, things to show. So yeah. Um, how can we even still be discussing training the kids at this point? I don't know. It's crazy to me that we're even talking about that still. Yeah, I talk about all types of teas, Caterpillar. Go watch some of my vlogs. I'm really big into food and nutrition, and my traditional job that I work 20 hours a week is I've managed a restaurant for almost 9, 10 years. So I'm really into food. I'm a foodie. I love to eat out. Yeah. I'm sorry, Leah Bobia. I don't know why it's holding messages. Oh, thank you, Sleepy Boy, for the sub. I appreciate you. So I will show my chest if I get 3 people to join the Yapper tier. I'll show my chest. 3 people to join the Yapper tier. I'll show my chest. Look at me selling my body right here. Is that against YouTube guidelines? um, why do you want to see my skinny chest anyway? For what? Hey June Rose, how are you? Have you ever had a London fog? Yeah, I have. I don't think it's that. It depends. It depends on the tea. Like a London fog, like Earl Grey, like an Earl Grey, I'll do that. It's basically like a tea latte. Yeah, I've had it before. I love chai lattes, but I prefer chai lattes than London fogs. What kind of restaurant? I don't talk about the restaurant for doxing reasons. Because knowing y'all so hateful. Y'all will find out what restaurant I work at and give them all 1-star reviews. So I don't even give y'all any. Yeah, no. Because y'all are so hateful. You guys are so miserable. Happens all the time. Have I tried butter in my tea? I have not. Interesting. In Tibet, that's how they drink it? That's interesting. Hmm. Yeah, no kiddos. Do I support Trump? I voted for Trump. Oh, it's normally Earl Grey? Yeah, I like Earl Grey. I like Earl Grey a lot. It's very classic. I love it. I love it so much. And yeah, Caterpillar, I am on Instagram too. So go follow my Instagram because my Instagram is where I show off a lot of tea as well. Here is my Instagram. I talk about tea on all my social media platforms because tea is just like a part of my, it's a hobby of mine. Tea is a hobby of mine. It's a passion of mine. So I talk about tea everywhere. Talk about tea here on the lives. Talk about tea in my videos. I talk about tea on my Instagram. I'm tea. What are you thinking? I'm thinking about going to bed because I have to go to church in the morning. Not Leah reading the girls. Becca, is there a specific brand of tea that you love a lot when it comes to Earl Grey? Yes, I know that, Caterpillar. Caterpillar brings up a really good point that people don't really think of, but you shouldn't use milk in your matcha and should use plant-based milk. The milk affects the way your body processes the health benefits of the matcha. Exactly correct. I use oat milk, and then when I'm out, when I'm trying to like really cut back on calories, which is like all the time, I will sometimes order my matcha lattes from restaurants or cafes with almond milk because it has a lot less calories than oat milk. But when I make my own matcha lattes at home, then I use oat milk for sure. And also, I will often also like if I'm in a rush, like in the morning, I'm always in a rush in the morning. I will just sometimes have ceremonial matcha with just water, and I'll get like a Matsudayan Kyoto. The Kyoto Matsudayan is like that's like my favorite region of matcha. Um, and so I love that just by itself. It's so good. It's such a balanced flavor. It has such a balanced flavor profile. It's so good. But yeah, the Kyoto Masudayan is my favorite matcha variety, and I'll just have that by itself with just water. No water, I mean no milk or anything, and that's really good. Um, really, best weight loss teas are dandelion and pure. I never heard of pure before. Oh, is that the one that you break off? Hmm. It comes in like the circles. They're like packed. Comical. Okay, Becca. Yerba mate. I used to love yerba mate. I haven't had it in years though. Am I on Grinder? No. Well, it's a passion of mine, Caterpillar. I just love tea. Yes, Sleepy Boy, my lives are usually 11:30 p.m. Eastern time zone, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But go watch my vlogs. I promise you, they're peaceful. They're fun. Thanks, Martin Jean. Hey, Al. Are you Blasian? I'm not Blasian. I can see why, Becca, caffeine is an addiction, and that caffeine from coffee can really give you a boost in a particular time of need. Oh, thank you, Leah Bobia. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the suggestion. I think we have to always have a political, we have to always have like at least one political stream every weekend, right? Like, you know what I mean? Ablation is like a black Asian person. Hey, the dudes clues. Gotta get it out. Fingers crossed that tonight's stream was not demonetized. I tried my best. I tried my best. I tried my best. But we'll see. So okay, we're gonna go because I want to and obviously Hexacle, whoever wanted me to show my chest, you guys didn't get the members. You guys didn't get the yappers. You didn't get the yappers. You need 3 yappers for me to show my chest. So come on. Come on now. Um, have I been to rallies? Yeah, I've been to rallies when I was younger, for sure. I don't really eat. I don't really eat. I don't really eat fast food now. Yeah. So shout out to Leah Bobia. I love her so much. She became a yapper. Thanks for supporting the stream. Thanks for being here so often. I appreciate you being a regular. You add so much value to the streams for me. Thank you, Becca, for being here and arguing with Leah Bobia. I like to see people do battle. Like, the girls were battling, the girls were duking it out, and I love to see it. I really do believe that as someone that's a huge proponent of freedom of speech, we need more discussions, not less. And so I always want this to be a place where we can have these sometimes uncomfortable discussions, you know? I know everyone doesn't love my views on abortion rights. I know that, and that's okay. You know, I don't agree with the whole trans the kids, and that's okay too. If you, I don't think it's really okay that you think that, but it's okay. Like, you're not gonna be kicked. You're not gonna be like, you may be ridiculed, but like, defend yourself. You know, defend your thoughts, defend your ideas, and we can all get along and talk about tea and talk about silly stuff too, and then fight about random stuff, and then get, you know, like, that's how freedom of speech goes. You know, that's what a safe space really truly is, when you have the ability to share ideas and that ideas can prosper. You can't have prosperity of thought when you're censoring people, right? So, you know, shout out to Becca and Leah. The girls were fighting and we loved it. And the girls are still besties. Like, they're besties now. Like, they're gonna drink tea together after this. We love it. We love to see it. Um, so anyway, um, do you prefer being called mommy or daddy? Daddy, because I definitely have a penis. Um, but anyway, guys, um, I told you, you need to become a member, Al. Become a yapper. Become a yapper. I need 3 yappers. When I get 3 yappers in the stream, I will show my chest. It's only $1.99. What's the problem? What's the problem? But anyway, I'm gonna end it. Um, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for spending your time here. I don't take it for granted. You could be spending your time doing anything else. You could be watching other YouTubers. You could be with your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You could be playing with your little kids. You could be studying for an exam. You could be watching porn. You could be reading your Bible. You could be doing anything. You could be listening to music, watching anime, but you're sitting here talking to me. And so I really, really appreciate you guys so much. So I will be back tomorrow at 11:30 p.m. Eastern time zone. And we'll have a good time tomorrow night too. So thanks for being here. Oh, are we still fighting, Tyler? Okay. Um, but see you guys tomorrow. I love you guys so much. Have a good night.